Religion in schools. When looking at the Pew Research Center, I learned that, first of all, school prayer, students and staff can engage on a personal level. So what that means is that you need to afford the same rights that you would as any conversation. So if I was talking to my friend about music, that would be a perfectly acceptable conversation. School prayer is also the same as long as they are doing that on a personal level and they are, especially staff needs to be doing that with staff only, and it has to be on a personal level. It cannot be with the students, but prayer can happen in school. Religion in the curriculum. So religion can be taught. You can learn about different religions. You can use different forms of religious materials such as the Bible or the Quran or things like that to teach about religion. You, however, cannot use that to teach about your own personal religious agenda. Student rights. Religion is rewarded the same rights as other secular activities. So if students wanted to hold a prayer group, we would need to allow that. Same as we would if students wanted to do a book club. They are allowed to have that, and that can happen in school. We just have to be sure that that is something that the students are promoting and not staff. Parents also have rights when it comes to religion in school. The biggest right that I found is that they can opt their children out. A lot of school boards have policies or forms where parents can choose to fill this form out, and then their students would be opted out of certain things due to their religious concerns once that is approved. When looking at the U.S. Department of Education and what they say about prayer and religion in school, the biggest thing we need to look at is the Equal Access Act. This gives student religious activities. They're accorded the same access to school facilities as secular activities. So again, as we discussed before, if students want to hold a prayer group or a religious study group or a Bible study group, they need to be able to use school facilities, same as they would be able to for any other thing. Prayer and religion basically cannot be singled out. So whatever is awarded to other activities or discussions within a school is also rewarded to prayer and religion. So what that means is if you want to have a conversation about religion or you want to pray within school, you can do that. However, teachers cannot promote their religion to students. Again, students can organize prayer groups, religious clubs, and sue at the poll. Those are awarded the same rights as any secular activities that would be happening. Staff is also awarded these same rights. However, they're rewarded them with staff. So as an educator, I could have a conversation with a colleague about my personal religious views. I could pray with them. I could have religious book clubs. I could read my Bible. All of those things can happen, but not with students. So if students organize a see you at the pool, as a teacher or an administrator, you should not participate in that with the students. However, there is an exception to that. Baccalaureates can be attended by staff, as that is part of their religious freedoms, and even though that is an activity, that is not a school-sponsored activity, so therefore that is personal beliefs, and teachers can attend those with students. I hope that looking through that and coming up with those few things that I found, that we will be able to now maybe look at our board policies on religion and make sure that they correspond with what the federal government is saying. I believe we do need to try to keep up to date on the laws for religion in school to make sure that we are following them and that our students' rights are both protected and fostered. And I think we need to embrace everyone's unique beliefs and points of view to continue to foster support and growth of our students within our district. In doing that, I think that we will be able to continue to grow and be the best district that we can be. Here is some references that I use. That is the Pew Research Center and then the U.S. Department of Education on the guidance on constitutionally protected prayer and religious expression. Hopefully this helps on looking at the new policies and laws that are in place, and I appreciate your time.